What is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My first 3 videos on here have all been trailer reactions because it has been a crazy couple of weeks for them, from Blue Beetle to Ahsoka and then the Marvel's teaser trailer, which you can check out my reaction for here. But it's time to switch up a bit because I've got a few movie reviews in the bank. The Super Mario Bros. Movie dropped on Friday, April 7th in the UK. I went along to see it on opening weekend, rocking my boom tee from Zavi's original hero line. And this is my honest review of it. I'll also let you know if it's worth spending your hard-earned rupees on in the theatres. There will be a spoiler-heavy section in this review, but it will be at the end and I'll give you plenty of warnings so you can click away. So let's get into it. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is Nintendo's first blockbuster to release on the silver screen, and it already raked in $146.4 million during its opening weekend. Once you get past buying the ticket for fan service, the expense is very quickly rewarded with a fast-paced intro, humour that actually lands, and an action sequence right off the bat, which instantly showed you that Universal and Illumination knew what they were doing. The plot is fairly simple. Bowser has claimed the superstar and threatens to obliterate Mushroom Kingdom with it. But there's a twist. So it is up to the Mario Brothers, Princess Peach and the Kong army to stop him. The big question on everyone's mind was, does Chris Pratt deliver a decent Mario voice? The answer, in my opinion, is yes, by combining the character's Italian roots with a Brooklyn accent, riffing off of the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie. You can't even tell it's the Guardians of the Galaxy actor behind the mic most of the time. Anya Taylor-Joy is perfect as Peach, adding some gravitas to the princess in pink, and refusing to be a damsel in distress. Jack Black's Bowser also puts some meat on the bones of the villain, and by now you've probably all heard the Peachy song, which is something I could have personally done without. Animation's ability to tie together the novelty of the warp pipes, how all the characters ended up meeting, and how Mario Kart fits into the plot is pretty seamless. The reimagining of Koji Kondo's score by Brian Tyler is the gift that keeps on giving. All of your favourite themes are in there alongside some classic 80s tunes. I've heard a number of people say the movie didn't need any outside music, but Universal likely wanted to appeal to a wider audience by including more popular music, even though my screening was packed with children, which is understandable. The humour nor the project as a whole ever felt babyish. Some of my favourite comedic moments came from Keegan-Michael Key's Toad and Lumily, who loves death. Alongside the humour were some surprising emotional beats, and the tone would change pretty effortlessly and with confidence. I'm now going to get into some spoilers, so if you want to go in fresh, click away now. Save this to watch later and come back when you've seen it. While there are many nods and Easter eggs to the game and other Nintendo projects, like Mario's original voice actor Charles Martinet voicing arcade player Giuseppe in the Punch-Out Pizzeria, the movie never feels overstuffed, other than one too many times Mario says "Mamma Mia" in slow motion. The animation even managed to include baby Mario and Luigi within one scene, and it was a brilliant inclusion that nearly made me tear up for the one and only time. Bowser's plan for world domination with the superstar was reason enough for him to go on the rampage. I honestly felt like his one-sided Gaston-like love for Peach just wasn't necessary. Now for a quick note on Luigi. There simply wasn't enough of him in this movie. It ended up being about 70% Mario, 30% Luigi. So I would have liked to have seen a little more on his end while Mario was trying to reunite them. And they pretty much set up the Haunted Mansion with Dry Bones and Shy Guys and then bailed. Speaking of Shy Guys, I would have personally loved to have seen more of the masked foes, only because I've become so attached to the little guy, playing him as my one and only racer in Mario Kart for years. The Super Mario Bros. Movie has 2 post-credit scenes. Mid-credit scene shows Mini Bowser back in his piano, but the post-credit scene is an exciting tease of what's to come next. Yoshi's iconic green and white shell can be seen cracking during the end credits scene, which means the sequel will surely be taking us to Yoshi's Island. Makes sense for them to hold something back for the sequel, especially a beloved character like Yoshi. But fingers crossed we get to see Luigi's Haunted Mansion in there as well. Let me know your thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and if you're hyped for a sequel in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like because it really helps out out the channel, and consider subscribing for more geeky content. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.